is Jabril from JabrilAgora.com, and I'm just about to work out here at the park. And before I did, Twitter's blowing up, and I felt the need to have 10 Twitter commandments because I see some things people should just not be doing. And so I decided to put together 10 Twitter commandments, and I want to share them with you, and you should share them with people so they can make Twitter a better place for you and for me. And number one Twitter commandment, thou shalt never ask someone to follow them more than once. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about those annoying people that ask you to follow them like 6 times. And I know it's, I just see people asking, and especially celebs and other things like that, they reply and they just ask them to follow them like 10,000 times, and it's just like, stop doing it. If they wanted to follow you, they would follow you. Because I know a lot of time when people read replies, they check out another person's profile, and if they like them, you know, they follow the people, and it's as simple as that. If someone doesn't want to follow you, they don't follow you. Boom, end of story. And also, thou shalt never have long conversations on replies, back and forth. I personally think it's really annoying when people have just a whole page back and forth of reply messages with like 1 or 2 people. It's annoying to me, and so do not have long messages back and forth on reply. Do that on Instant Messenger or do it on direct message, but not on your status updates. And then also, thou shalt never tweet more than 40 times a day. Some of you people that tweet all day, and I'm not talking about replies now. Replies are no big deal because you don't see everybody's replies, only the people that you follow and they follow. But I'm talking about straight up tweets. If you tweet more than 40 times a day, you're just clogging up the rest of my page, and no one else really I don't get to see the other people's tweets because you're tweeting too much, okay? So just stop it, please, for the sake of Twitter. And retweeting. I see some of you guys retweet every single thing. Have your own voice. I like to retweet. I do retweet things, but I have my own voice, and I like it when you have your own voice. So don't think people are going to like you a lot more because you retweet their stuff and you can just kiss their ass. No. People can feel when you're overdoing it. So retweet, but do it with caution. And also, thou shalt never talk about BS more than 2 times in a day. Nobody really wants to hear you talk like 15 tweets a day. Okay, now I'm going to the bathroom, and my toilet's really nice. You know, I just had Dippin' Dots, and oh my God, they were so great. I mean, it's cool to talk about it once in a while. You know, say you haven't had Dippin' Dots in a while. Okay, cool, talk about it. But there's some people who update on every single thing, and to me personally, it's annoying. So stop it. Thou will not cry if you do not get an reply. So say you reply to someone, they don't reply you, please do not cry about it. People just don't reply to everybody, and some things people don't feel like replying. It's not like sending an email or a text message. So do not start there crying and say this person hates me if you do not get an reply. That's not the case. Some people just do not like to reply all the time. So please do not cry over it. And then also, thou will not fall for a fake Britney Spears page. Like, I see so many people replying to like fake pages, and I just find it funny. If you see a Britney Spears profile and they're following like 5,000 people and they only have like 60 followers, is a good chance it's fake. So stop trying to reply and be all cute with Britney Spears. It's a fake profile. Beware of fake profiles. There are a lot of them out there, and if you stay on Twitter, you'll be able to distinguish between real and fake profiles. And if you fall for a fake Twitter profile, I'm just going to laugh at you. And then also, be an active member within the community. Everybody makes Twitter what it is. So don't think because you only have 20 followers, you're nobody to the Twitter community. Start Twittering, and people will start following you just because of some of the keywords that you use, or the @replies. So become an active member. Don't just sit back and watch all the time. It makes you look like you're inactive, and it's just not as fun. So thou will become an active member of the Twitter community. And thou understand your audience. Twitter is used by a lot of different people, so I would say understand your audience, especially if you have a business. Understand your audience. if your audience is, expecting you to talk about Google AdWords all the time or some specific thing, stick within your audience. And if you want to have a personal profile where you reply to, all the celebs and you do that. Have like 2 separate profiles, because it's really, you want to keep your audience, because people expect a certain thing from you. It's cool to reply to a couple, but if all your replies are to like Britney Spears and the Beatles or whatever, Ashton Kutcher, it's really, it's not that cool for people, because people really do tune into you for a certain reason. And but if that's what you do, and if people follow you, just know your audience. I'm not saying don't if that's your audience. If you a celebrity, if you tweet about celebrity news, go ahead and talk about Britney Spears and whatever all day. But just know your audience, and people can get easily annoyed if you don't tweet. Just use your brain, basically. And Val will Twitter. Val will not get upset if somebody doesn't follow you. Val will not get upset if somebody doesn't follow you. Create value, and people will want to follow you. Don't get mad and say, oh, I'm following you, and you're not following me. I'm going to unfollow you. No. Obviously, you followed that person because you thought they bring value to the table. Now, in return, bring value to the table, and you will get a lot of followers. It's just that simple. Bring value to the table. Val will bring value to the table. That should be the last one. And your followers will grow. If you're a comedian, you better bring some funny stuff to the table when you're tweeting. If you're a Google expert, you better bring some good Google tips to the table. If you teach people how to create websites, you better bring some good tips on how to create. You get the point. This is Jabril from JabrilAgora.com. I'm about to go work out, get buff, ladies. No, but this is Jabril from JabrilAgora.com. Take care, and these are the 10 Twitter commandments.